Rob's Arcade, Rob's Arcade, where the games get played and the games get saved so they can be played on another day. Rob's Arcade.
You ready, buddy? All right, excellent. Oh my gosh. Ah, it's so hot. Hey guys, welcome back to Rob's Arcade. I am your host, Rob French, with another midweek breakdown. This is my co-host, of course, R4. And thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Special shout out to all my R cadets, all my subscribers who pop in week after week. And yes, we do appreciate you guys. All my subscribers, all you guys out there who hang out with us, keep coming back week after week. We really appreciate it, day after day. We thank you so much. We love the comments, so don't forget to comment down below. Don't forget to share the video, get some more people in here. And if you're not a subscriber, that's right, please subscribe, guys, because you don't want to miss any action here in Rob's Arcade. Today is Wednesday, so it's time for the midweek breakdown. It's where I hang out with you guys, talk about things that have to do with like comics and sci-fi and Star Wars and all that kind of stuff. And yes, I know it's a new Book of Boba Fett, really cool episode. We'll get to that. And of course, it's Wednesday, so it's not only hump day, but it's also new comic book day. And so, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna share some of the comic books I picked up this week, and go over some comic books I read last week, and just have a really good time. So welcome again to Rob's Arcade, and let's go ahead and get started. Now, before I do get started, I actually want to give a shout out. Man, these little Bitty Boomer things, like, this is not an endorsement. They don't sponsor me or anything like that, but my Aunt Marlene gave me these for Christmas, and they're really cool. It's a set of 3. We've got the Miles Morales, we've got the OG original Peter Parker Spider-Man, and then of course we got Venom. I think they come individually or at like Sam's Club or something like that. You can buy them all together. Now, I love the Bitty Boomers. I have the child Grogu Bitty Boomer as well. And not only do they provide like awesome sound, but I didn't know that they work as like a selfie button. So like you can press this and take pictures when you're in like selfie mode, or I can use it to start and stop my videos. It's pretty freaking cool. I'm really loving these. So before I even started my video, I kind of wanted to like give a shout out to these little Bitty Boomer guys right here, and to Marlene for picking these up for me. And then I've got something for Marlene here too. So we'll get to that all in just a moment. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and so I guess we'll just talk about what I read, like maybe last week or whatever. I don't really know where to start. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know. I used to write down all the books that I just like jail sentence, 1 book, 2 book, 3 books. But now I figured, like, let's go ahead and show you. No, you're right. This was R4's idea. He's like, you should show the people what you've been reading. And so let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But one of them's kind of a thick book. So I got 8 books this week. It's not too bad. Not too bad. King Spawn, a new chapter in that. Actually liking this. There's a bunch of like shoot-offs of Spawn going on right now. King Spawn is definitely one I am enjoying a lot. We have Miles Morales. Speaking of Spider-Man Bitty Boomers, the Miles Morales Spider-Man, a really cool book. This was a lot of fun. Spider-Man 86. These guys are just cranking out right now. A lot of stuff going on with him. Defenders, number 5. This is the last chapter in the Defenders, and I'll probably go back and read this whole title over again, just because it's such a crazy trip. And then jumping into DC, we got some Dick Grayson action here with Batman, the Bat Fam. I know we love Dick Grayson. Detective Comics, another one like Spider-Man, just cranking it out. Amazing Spider-Man and Detective Comics, man. They're out there like every freaking week. It's like, I don't see a whole lot of Star Wars comics going on in here, buddy. Yeah, I know, you're right. The Robins, 3 out of 6, getting pretty intense. Really like this one a lot. And then this was the thick one, Vote Loki. Kind of had this for a while, bought this for my wife. Wasn't really impressed. I really didn't enjoy it. Just a lot of political stuff, not a lot of action. It was basically like 4 issues of yeah, episode 1 and 2. You're so right. Yeah, it was just a lot of political stuff, and there was like moments where you would want more action, but like literally each issue of that book was Loki doing something bad, and then a reporter telling a story on it, and then Loki spinning the story so that way it looked like he was doing something good. A lot of Trump, like reflective and narratives going on, and I don't know, just didn't really enjoy too much. Not a lot of action, and then it was like too close to home. Where, you know, I like my comics to be a little bit like out there, a little bit, you know, left field, a little bit in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, I know. It was a new episode of Boba Fett, the book of Boba Fett today. Speaking of galaxies far, far away, I love when she wraps these up. Nice like little package. We got receipt. Wife doesn't need to see that. Actually, God, I spend so much money on comics when I lived in Virginia. Ever since I moved to Florida, going to the comic book club, I save so much money. It's ridiculous. Like a third of what I used to spend at, not even a half, like a third of what I used to spend. It's insane how much money I save with these guys. They're always looking out. Dolly and Dwayne, always looking out for me. Great people, just really, I can't stress enough. They have a great YouTube channel. If you are so inclined, check them out. The Comic Book Club. They have the Comic Book Club Incorporated. They have a great YouTube show. You can see everything from toys and everything that comes out for that week, and then you can kind of hang out with me and see what I picked up. And I recommend, if you're like, you know, in the Tampa, Brandon area, go pop in, see them, hang out, grab some books. And if you ever find yourself in Tampa visiting, make your way to the Comic Book Club Incorporated. These guys are awesome. Love them a lot. It's like my my second little family here. Yeah, I love them. They're awesome. So let's see here. First up in the bag, we got some freebie stuff. We got the DC Connect. This is, I guess, just all the stuff that's kind of coming out for this quarter, which I need to read more of this stuff. I don't really read a lot of these. I got one of these for DC, and then I got one for Marvel, which is really thick. The one for Marvel's like freaking huge, like twice, maybe 3 times the size of the one for DC. And it looks like we got an Amazing Spider-Man #1, but John Romita Jr. is returning, and that's really exciting. I love John Romita Jr. Spider-Man. I know like a lot of people kind of grew up in the olden days with John Romita Spider-Man. He did a great job following up Steve Ditko, and now that it looks like he's back, this ought to be really interesting. I'm really excited. This is really cool. I'm not really sure how this is. I guess they're going to start a whole new little story arc. So yeah, it looks like in 2022, which is now, Zeb Wells and John Romita Jr. are coming back to revamp Peter Parker Spider-Man, which I'm excited about that. There's been a lot of Ben Reilly stuff going on in Spider-Man right now, and it's kind of been like getting me kind of down. But anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was talking about, yeah, we have the new episode of the Book of Boba Fett. Actually, one of the better episodes I've seen out of the whole series. And you know, I don't want to do any spoilers or give anything away, but this episode isn't really even about Boba Fett. I kind of feel like Boba Fett is geared more towards the kids, selling toys, selling Lego sets, kind of like kicking off from like the Clone Wars kind of a thing. And Mandalorian's like a whole other universe, and so I feel like kind of like they get compared a lot, but I don't think they're supposed to be on the same avenue. But really fun episode, and we're coming up on the end, so it's gonna be really interesting to see how that all comes together. So if you have Disney Plus and you haven't been watching Book of Boba Fett, just get through those first 4 or 5 episodes. I think it's like 4 episodes, and today's episode was really fun. Let's jump into today's episode with the comic books. Yeah, you got it. I know. It's probably no Star Wars comic books. You're right. All right, so first up on the block, we're going to go DC. We got Detective Comics number 1050. Now, DC has been cranking out these Detective Comics once a week. We got a really cool story going on with the Arkham Tower and more of the children of Batman and not so much Batman himself. So really cool book. Looking forward to that guy. Again, in the Bat family, we got the new Robin. Really cool story. Again, this is another story that like isn't complex and weird as the Defenders, but one I want to go back and read from the get-go and kind of like retrace my steps through that, because I love some Robin. The Flash, getting back into this guy. DC, for me, it used to be Batman and the Flash. Like, those are like my 2 big characters, but I've really branched out and expanded over the years. Used to have a lot of Flash comic books, and man, I think I traded them for some Image comics. Speaking of Image comics, we've got Gunslinger number 4 kicking in here. Not liking this as much as King Spawn. Really liking King Spawn a lot. Gunslinger's okay. Scorch just came out. Not real happy with that. And we'll look for all the misprints. There's a lot of misprints, misspellings, words jumbled up. Also in the Independents, if you will, we have the Invincible Red Sonja. One of my favorite books, hands down. Great writing, great art, really fun, kind of quirky. It's just, this is a great comic. Like, in a definition of like what's a great comic, this is the one. This is the one right here. She's like, she doesn't, it's like Leia, she doesn't have any clothes on. I know, but that's kind of part of it. And I also like using Kathleen Turner's voice for her character. Just, does anybody do that? Read comics and use characters and actors for voice? Never mind. Okay, maybe not. Jumping into Marvel, we've got The Amazing Spider-Man number 87. Like I said, yep. Yeah, well, I know. He's like, what's up with the boobs? Dude, I don't know. I don't know what's up with the boobs. I'm sorry. He's like, what's up with the boobs? Yeah, they're everywhere in comics. She like, quite literally, like, she could have done more with the zipper right there, but she was like, nope, that's it. I know, chill out, dude. It's like Star Wars comics don't do all that. Yeah, I know. Also, at least this is from a side point of view, so you don't get the full on. We got Black Cat teaming up with Mary Jane in their own title. Mary Jane and Black Cat. Should be pretty cool. Maybe expanding into this whole new Spider-Verse that we've got going on here with this Company Beyond, and the artwork looks really cool. I'm digging it. We'll see what happens. I don't know. And then lastly, but not leastly, we have the X Deaths of Wolverine, and then if you flip it up, it's the X Lives of Wolverine. X Deaths, X Lives. I don't really know. Yeah, I know he's a little confused too. I don't know if it's like X Deaths as in ex-girlfriends, past lives of past deaths. maybe? The X deaths of Wolverine, the past deaths of Wolverine, or if it's maybe the Roman numeral, because he's like Weapon X, which was Weapon 10. So this could be the 10 deaths of Wolverine, the 10 lives of Wolverine. Now that actually makes a lot of sense when you look at that. And it's also our fourth pick of the week. He liked it because it's got all this cool cybernetic stuff going on. There's a lot of like cool, like here we go. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Like he loves that right there. Yep. All that cybernetic stuff. And oh yeah, here we go. Some of these covers here got like all these. Yeah, he loves that guy right there. And we also love Wolverine. Wolverine was one of those first characters that as a superhero that I really got into, because you know, I started more with like horror comics and sci-fi, and then slowly kind of like Punisher and Wolverine were the two guys who really yeah, he loves the dome. Love the dome. But these are the two guys that kind of captured my eye, and I think both of us are kind of looking forward to some more Wolverine there. Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. Can't thank you enough again for hanging out with me. Just, you know, all my YouTube people out there. Again, special hello to all my Arcadettes, all my subscribers. Please, guys, subscribe. It's very easy. Got a lot of cool stuff. Always playing different games. We got new game Fridays. Look for a very cool classic. No, it's not Star. Oh my God. It's going to be a very cool, very classic new game Friday. So I don't think you're going to want to miss that. Hit that subscribe button to make sure that kind of pops up into your little feed there. And again, there's always like unboxings, toy reveals, reviews, tons of fun stuff here in Rob's Arcade. You don't want to miss any of it. Can't go wrong. So thanks so much for hanging out, guys. Remember, this is not goodbye. Simply to be continued. And until next time, don't spend that quarter anywhere else. Thanks for hanging out in Rob's Arcade. We're going to sign off using this little bitty boomer here. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Later. Anything you want to say, dude? Oh, have a great day, guys. Take care. All right, actually, guys, I'm not gone just quite yet. I forgot. Yeah, I picked up some of this stuff here for Aunt Marlene. She's huge into Spider-Man, so I got her cute little button. I got her this cute little keychain here. And then I also got her this magnet. Should just stick right there for her refrigerator. And like I said, she picked me up these really sweet, cute little bitty boomers for Christmas. And I'm not doing this because I'm a nice guy and I want to do something just, you know, like, oh, let me be just as giving. I'm doing this because I effed up. I was a little bit rude to her. I was a little bit out of line. And this is just my way of, you know, I've apologized a couple of times to her, but I just want to say I'm sorry. And she loves Spider-Man, so I'm picking these up. And I hope with a nice, sweet little card and this cute little stuff here, not only will all be forgiven, but, you know, I'll maybe make her day a little bit brighter. You know, if you ever like, you know, people have bad days, and you know, sometimes, you know, say things, do things, get out of line, and it's not acceptable, but it happens. And you know, sometimes, yeah, you can just say you're sorry, but it doesn't hurt to kind of go out of the way and pick up a couple little things just to kind of make sure that, like, you know, they know you're thinking about them and you care about them, and you know, you really are sorry. So anyway, yeah, cute little keychain, button, magnet set picked up from the local comic shop. Hopefully she digs it. Hopefully you guys dig the video. Again, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next week for another Rob's Arcade midweek breakdown. See you guys later. Take care.